Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. So this is part 2 of a video we started yesterday where we're taking a look. We're going back to the future, back to the trading week, if you will. Got a little back to the future vibes on here. We're going back to the trading week and we're looking at how would we have done blindly using one of our indicators. So if you missed yesterday's video, you'll see us make $1,000 in a day. I would go back and watch that because we covered Monday, and today we're going to cover the rest of the week. So let me refresh you on the rules of the game, because we're going to go back Monday through Friday and see how would we have done just blindly using one of our indicators. And the indicator we're looking at this week is the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trading NQ. All right, it's just a good kind of middle ground instrument, if you will, because a lot of you guys trade stocks, crypto, futures, forex, all that stuff. As long as you can chart it on TradingView or NinjaTrader, our indicators will work on it. So just going to be using NQ. It's a good kind of baseline. We're going to be trading 2 contracts. We're going to be trading at the afternoon time. I got a lot of emails from you guys. Hey, we do these back to the trading week recaps on the weekend, and we do a lot of the open, but man, I can't trade at the open. I got to trade in the afternoon. Cool. All right, well, let's take a look at the afternoon time this weekend. And we're going to shoot for at least $1,000 per day. We're going to try and make at least $1,000 per day, and we're going to risk 1,000. Now, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I talked about this. Profitable traders don't run usually on a 1-to-1 risk to reward. That's just not a good long-term plan. The reason I'm doing that is because if we lose, 2 or 3 days, because we're $1,000 or bust. If we make $800 and then take our stop loss, that wasn't a win. We're trying to make at least $1,000. But a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio isn't a good long-term strategy. It can wreck you. So I kind of like putting one arm behind our back and kind of stacking a little bit of the odds against us, all right? What I will say here before we get started is, because I don't want anyone getting this indicator and trading the way we're going to trade today, we are blindly taking setups from the Maverick Radar, meaning this is just one of our indicators. All right. And you should never trade with just one indicator on your chart. We want to look at price action. We want to look at the colors of our bars, that the Maverick AI Pro colors your candles like a heat map of data. It's unbelievable. If you've never seen our indicators before, it's like coloring your candles to a heat map. We're not even taking any of that into consideration. We are purely going to take a trade on an A setup from the Maverick Radar. One indicator, not taking anything else under consideration. This is not how we trade. Go back into our videos. We look for confirmation from the Maverick Radar. Do we really have an A+ setup to the upside or the downside? Okay, so I want to say that enough times that you hear me, because we're literally, this is not how we normally trade. But I just want to show you the power of the indicator and how we can still make money this week blindly taking trades from this indicator. And again, if you missed yesterday's video, go back, watch it. You're going to watch, we covered Monday. Today we're going to go Tuesday through Friday and see how we would have done for the week. But yesterday I showed you guys how on Monday, boom, we hit our goal. We made that $1,000. So pretty cool, taking just a blind trade from the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. All right, so let's dig in. Let's look at Tuesday through Friday and see, hey, how much money would we have made this week trading in the afternoon, blindly taking setups from just one of our indicators. All right, let's look at Tuesday, this past Tuesday. We already did Monday, so if you missed yesterday's video, go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. And you can see how we made $1,000 yesterday. on Monday. We recap Monday. We're recapping every day of the week. But we did $1,000 on Monday, and we walk you through the indicators and how we made that $1,000 and everything like that. And now we're going to look Tuesday through Friday, and we're going to just be taking A+ setups from our Maverick radar. Now, what's the Maverick radar doing? It's going through our entire checklist of everything we want to see to take an A+ setup. And why do I have all three of these guys on here? Well, whether you trade crypto, Forex, you can do, there's all sorts of things you can do. This is just one strategy. And the strategy is I'm trading NQ. So I have ES and NQ, and I want to see an A+ setup from both of them because they should be moving in the same direction. They should both have an A+ setup. And then I have the VIX on here. The VIX runs completely opposite of ES and NQ. So I'm stacking probability in my favor by having an A+ setup to the upside, and we'll call it upside on ES and NQ, and then to the downside on VIX. I want to see an A+ setup on all three before I enter a trade, and it works very well for us, very, very well for us, okay? Now, let me walk you through our indicators really quickly. If you already own our indicators, two things I'll tell you. One, we're on the 30-second chart, but we don't trade the 30-second chart. We trade either the 1 minute, the 5 minute, or something else, okay? You can use our indicators on any really time frame, but I was gonna trade the 1 minute, but the problem is I'm clicking bar by bar down here. Okay, really cool feature by TradingView. I'm clicking bar by bar. And if we have a big candle, I'm gonna miss the move, meaning if we have a big 1 minute candle, normally I'd be trading live market, and when I see an A+ setup, if it looks good, I'm getting in. I might be getting in at the middle of the candle. So I don't wait for a candle to close. So what I did was I just cut the candle in half to do a 30-second candle, okay? And we're just on our 1 minute settings for our indicators. If you're unfamiliar with that, just shoot support an email and we'll point you in the right direction, but it's just literally a checkbox on the Maverick AI Pro. You click the 1 minute settings. We've already defaulted to that, okay? Very cool, very cool. So the Maverick AI Pro is coloring your candles to the data underneath the hood. Think of it like a heat map, bright green. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Very rich buying data underneath the hood. If you see hot pink, it most likely will sink. Hot pink is your strongest downside data candle. If you see a pink candle, I need you to know there is tremendous selling data underneath the hood. Okay, how cool is it that you can look at a candle and immediately know what kind of data is underneath the hood? Very rich to the upside or very rich to the downside. All right, so a lot of times folks will get red candles. See this? Red candle, red candle, red candle. That might have been a green candle, but let's say this one and this one, definitely red candles. How many people got shaken out, but then it just continued to the upside? Just continue to the upside. So this is edge. Think of it like a heat map. Bright green, your strongest upside candle. Gray, indecision candles here. And then hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Second thing, buy and sell signals from our Maverick signals. Beautiful buy signal right off the open. Right off the open. Now you're petering out right here. You were going sideways, so I would wait for more confirmation. Beautiful buy signal. Beautiful sell signal. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. Last thing I'll show you on the Maverick AI Pro, this blue line is the Maverick guide. When price is above the blue line, we like to go long. When price is below the blue line, we like to go short. And I could show you that all day long. Maverick Trender, when this line is pegged to the top, it's showing massive strength and momentum. Massive strength and momentum, okay? And it's either at the top or it's at the bottom. There's no in between. We want it as little fake outs as possible. And then the Maverick Multi-X, 5 traders, all with a completely different style. These are algorithms, but they all have a completely different style. And every single tick, they are voting if they're bearish or bullish across 6 time frames. You can change these time frames to whatever you want. How powerful would it be if you were in the room with 5 other traders and every single tick and movement, they're giving you their vote on 6 time frames? And if you go back to yesterday's video, I think I told the story how I spent a small fortune years ago to make this indicator, whereas I could not process, my brain could not process 6 charts in front of me, try and read all these multiple time frames, okay, and then trade a completely different chart. I just couldn't do it. So I said, man, I need 5 different traders all having a completely different style, and I need their votes across 6 time frames, and I just want to know, are they bearish or are they bullish? I don't need to know anything else. And that's where this sucker was born, or at least version 1 was born. This is probably version 142 in all these years of development. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So now we're just gonna wait. We're going to go to 2 o'clock because a lot of you guys emailed me and said, hey, I can't trade the open. Can you do a different time of the day? Sure. All right, let's do 2 o'clock. I don't want to be too close to lunchtime. Lunchtime can be just sideways action. So 2 o'clock. Yesterday we did $1,000, and now let's do Tuesday through Friday, and let's see how much money we can make this week. All right. So here we go. We are off to the races. You can see we are at 2 o'clock-ish right here. Okay. So we're off to the races, all right? Now, we're gonna try and make at least $1,000 or bust, meaning like we could be up 300 bucks. We're gonna try and make at least $1,000. All right, so Maverick radar right here, all aligned, A+ setup to the upside. You got a buy signal. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. So we're going to take our shot here. Here we go. We're going to hit buy. And I'm going to put my stop loss down here to 1,000. And we're going to try and make at least $1,000, okay? So we got a A+ setup to the upside. Confidence arrow, taking a little heat, 150 bucks. Let me just check the, oh, okay. Well, you are coming into a zone here. Let me draw this out here if you can't see it. You are coming into quite the zone here. So we're going to have to break through this zone. All right. We're going to have to break through this zone. By the way, Maverick zones, I know some of you guys are super pumped about it. Love that, first off. Gave you a sneak peek of it on Thursday. It is going to be a crazy game changer. I don't want to build it up too much, but we're still in live testing, but no ETA on when it's going to get released. But if you didn't see the video, go back to Thursday and look up sneak peek Maverick zones. I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. It's insane. And it auto draws your zones, and it gives you a probability score of these candles breaking the level. So anyway, so pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we got to hit at least $1,000 in profit before we hit this orange line right here. Okay. All right. So we're up about 170 bucks. Looks like we were up about 300 bucks at one point, but that's it. We got to make $1,000 or bust. Let's see here. Okay. Beautiful confidence arrow. Okay. So we're up about 330 bucks. All right. But we're $1,000 or bust. Bright green candles. Bright green candles. Now, could you have taken this signal, this buy signal on this reversal gray candle? Absolutely. Would you have entered like down here? Yep. Would you be up about, you'd probably be up double. So you'd probably be up about 600 bucks, something like that. Yeah, you totally can. But we're just saying, hey, we're just going to I do not want anybody trading this way. We're just blindly taking A+ setups from the Maverick radar without even considering price action, zones, anything like that. But man, you could have gotten in way back here, but here we go. Okay, so now we're getting a closure below the Maverick guide. Now we got gray reversal candles. Okay, gray reversal candles. Ooh, down confidence arrow. We're starting to reverse here. Yeah, we bought right into that zone. Okay, let's see. Oh, hot pink candles. Hot pink candles. I'm not loving this. Hot pink, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. So yeah, so we either got in too late or we bought into this zone, all right? So Tuesday is a loss. So Monday, we won $1,000. Tuesday, we're at a loss of 1,000. So we're at net even for the week. using just blindly taking a buy or a sell from the Maverick radar. Let's look at Wednesday. Let's try and make some money this week, because right now we're even Steven. We made money on Monday. We lost it on Tuesday. Let's go hit Wednesday. All right, so here we are on, let's see here, Wednesday at 2 p.m., well, 1:59:30. Close enough. So look at all these buy signals. It is really pushing to the upside. So let's check it out. You have a B set up on ES and NQ, and then a B set up on VIX. So here we go. All right, and just keep your eyes down here to the Maverick radar. We want to wait for an A+ setup. I'm just going to click through. If I remember, I thought Wednesday was kind of choppy, but I guess not. It's I'm just gonna wait for the A setup. I'm gonna slow down here because let's see here. I definitely want to catch that A setup, because now you got an A setup to the downside. Look at this whole move. You pretty much had an A+ setup to the downside on ES and NQ, but you haven't gotten it on the VIX. Does it mean you couldn't have taken the sell signal and taken this sucker down? No, this is just kind of the experiment we're doing here. Okay, so I'm going to slow down because I feel like with all this hot pink going on right here, we must be hitting an A setup soon, unless it just reverses. Let's see. Potential reversal, gray reversal candles, bulls are taking over. This is interesting. Oh, there you go. There's your A+ setup. We had to wait 33 minutes. Seems like a lot because I'm on the 30-second chart, but we had to wait 33 minutes. Beautiful sell signal here. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Could you have taken this trade? Yes. Could you have taken this beautiful banger right here? Yes, on this buy signal. But we want all three to align in this thing. So here we go. I'm going to sell this guy. Stop loss. We're going to try and make at least $1,000. At least $1,000. All right, so here we go. Red background, bears are in control. All 5 traders are voting bearish across multiple time frames, 6 time frames. Maverick trenders pegged to the top, A+ setup to the downside. And let's see where the sucker goes, okay? All right, so we're up $240. Up $240. Beautiful. Oh, we're almost there. 930, $930. Beautiful. You probably did touch it right there. You probably did touch it right there, but let's see. All right, there you go. There's your $1,000, $1,220. A+ setup the whole way. I don't even think we took any heat on this one. So Monday we made $1,000. Tuesday, we gave back the $1,000. Now, we were up at one point. We were up a good $300 and something, but we're $1,000 or bust in this recap. All right. So we gave it back. So we're even Steven. And now today, Wednesday, we just made $1,220. So we're at $1,220 for the week. Let's check out Thursday and see how we would have done if we just blindly took trades using the Maverick radar. All right, here's Tuesday. Here we go. Looks like you got a little chop action. Again, folks always ask, hey, how do I stay out of the chop? Don't get into gray candles. Look at these gray candles. Don't get into them. You're going sideways, right? You're going sideways. All right, so this is going to be Thursday. So we're going to just keep your eyes peeled right here for an A+ setup. And I'm just going to start clicking away, and we're going to wait till it turns to an A+ setup. All right. Now, again, I'm on a 30-second chart. We normally trade 1 minute, 5 minute or greater, but I just want the chance to get into the candle, of course, instead of waiting for a candle to close. So now you're starting to set up. You got a B setup on ES, an A setup on NQ, and an A setup on VIX. This is like, you can start like, there's no reason you can't get into a trade like this. This is beautiful. Look at this buy signal. Buy signal, green. You went from gray reversal to green. Now you got bright green candles, your strongest upside data candle. Absolutely beautiful. And then you have all 5 traders are pretty much voting bullish across all 6 time frames. Trader 5 just hasn't changed their mind right here on the 15-minute. But pretty much you're firing on almost all cylinders all the way back here. So you could have already been in this thing, but we're gonna wait for an A+ setup. We're not gonna enter. Okay, now you got, looks like you're setting up here. Okay, a little bit of retracement back to the Maverick guy. Remember, we like to go long when price is above the blue line, short when price is below it, long when price is above it. Okay, okay, oh, there it is. All right, beautiful. Oh man, I missed this whole thing. So this is what I'm talking about, going bar by bar. We probably got the A+ setup somewhere like here. It kind of looked like it was at the beginning, but now hopefully I'm not getting in too late and it pushed all the way up. But the rules are the rules. We're gonna get in. I'm gonna get into a buy right here, and we're gonna try and make at least $1,000. So let me get this down to here. Beautiful. Let me see if TradingView will let me stretch this down. Here we go. All right, so A+ setup, bulls are in control, bright green background, beautiful buy signal down here. Maverick trenders pegged to the top, all 5 traders, except for this guy, but we're in between playing bars, so probably just got hung up on replay. All right, so here we go. Jeez Louise. 870, first candle. Guys, this is a 30-second candle. That's insane. 870 bucks. But we got to do at least $1,000 or bust. So we're not considering this a win yet if we come down and we touch our stop loss. All right. But again, we're only in 2 contracts. Still have your A+ setup. Taking very little to no heat here. Okay. Boom. There you go. Up confidence arrow. Very little wick back down. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. 1140. I'm just curious if we... Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop there. But A+ setup the entire way. 1690 on the day. This is awesome. So Monday, we made 1,000. Tuesday, we gave it back. We were profitable. I don't want that to be lost on anybody. We were profitable, but the rules are the rules. We're just taking blind setups from the Maverick radar, and we're trying to make at least $1,000, okay? So Monday, we made 1,000. Tuesday, we gave it back. Wednesday, we made $1,220 if we would have just closed it at the end of the candle. And now today, Thursday, we made $1,690 per our rules. So far for the week, we're up $2,910 and we're trading the afternoon. You guys know I hardly trade the afternoon, and we're just taking blind setups using the Maverick radar. We're not even considering all these other things. If it was me, I would have been in this trade way back here on a B setup, getting the buy signal, green candle, breaking above the blue line. Maverick trender was pegged. Mostly all 5 traders were voting bullish across most of the time frames. I would have been in back here, and this thing would have been a banger. All these confidence arrows, look, confidence arrow, confidence arrow, confidence arrow, confidence arrow, confidence arrow. But the rules are the rules. There we go. We're up $2,910. And now all we have left is Friday. And you guys know, I know a lot of profitable traders, and they haven't traded a Friday in years, but the rules are the rules. We're going to trade Friday starting at 2 o'clock. Let's take a look. All right, here we are on Friday, 1:59. So I got to go 2 more candles in. Okay, so there's your 2 o'clock. Okay, so now we're at 2 o'clock on a Friday. So here we go. Fridays are unique. Fridays are interesting. Again, I know a lot of profitable traders haven't traded a Friday in years. Although we've been having really good luck on Fridays, but I use caution. I'm normally trading with micros on Fridays for sure. I don't want to blow an account on a Friday or give any of the money back. But rules are the rules. We're going to recap every single day this week, and we're up about 2,900, almost $3,000 on the week. So here we go. So I'm going to start clicking through. And we're just going to click through. Keep your eyes right here, guys, for an A+ setup. We're just blindly going to take an A+ setup when we see one. So here we go. Starting a setup here on ES and NQ. You got an A setup to the downside on ES, B setup to the downside on NQ, but you don't have a grade on the VIX yet. There's your grade on the VIX. Very interesting. So this, I'd be in. I'm just saying it right now. I'd be in. I don't have a major level that I'm coming into that would stop me. It probably have room to down here at least. See how it was, you see, I'm sure you guys see that. You went from bright green candles, your strongest upside candle, to gray reversal candle, to red, your second strongest downside data candle, to now hot pink. And if you see pink, it will most likely sink. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Maverick Trender is pegging. Now, I will say also, if we lose this trade, we'll still be profitable on the week, okay? Because if we lose this trade, that means we would still finish the week up almost $2,000. If we give back $1,000 right now, we will still be up $1,910. Okay, that's a pretty damn good week. I think the average American makes what, like 60 grand or something the last time I looked. What's 2 grand a week? That's like over $90,000 a year. Not telling you you're going to do that. I just want to put context around it. Okay. So if we lose this trade, we'll still be up almost $2,000. Okay. But actually, I don't even have a trade yet. Sorry. I was just talking, I would have gotten into this trade here, A setup and the B setup on the VIX. Okay. But we got to wait for an A plus setup. Now you got a sell signal. Now I definitely, if I was manually trading this, I definitely would have been in. But that's just me. That's just me. Okay. Okay, so we go. Keep your eyes on the radar. We're waiting for an A plus setup. And you're getting a little sideways action. Oh man, I wish I would have gotten in up here. That's all right. Rules are the rules. We're getting in down here. But look, we're below the Maverick guide for the most part. I mean, you got to zoom out. You know what I mean? But we're pretty much below the Maverick guide this entire way down. Okay. Yeah, you had 1 gray candle or 2 candles closing above it. But these are 30-second candles. These aren't 5-minute candles that closed above it. You gotta zoom out. So I would have been in way back here. But the rules are the rules. I have to wait for an A plus setup. So now I'm getting in right here. All right, so there's our stop loss, $1,000. Okay, we got to make 1,000 before we touch this orange level right here. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, is this not anticlimactic? The first, so we took $20 in heat and we get a doji candle. Wow, that was very exciting. Okay, so now we're taking a little heat, $200. Hot pink candles though. How many traders, doji candle, pink candle, pink candle, this would have been a green candle, this probably was a green candle. So 3 green candles in a row, how many folks would have jumped ship already? But I have hot pink candles, so I'm still confident in this thing. Okay, right off the Maverick guide, right off the blue line. Oh, we might go sideways for a little while. Fridays can be like that. Okay, so now I'm getting a down confidence arrow, hot pink candle. So look, the whole world is going sideways. The whole world is going sideways. What do you know? What do you know if you have the Maverick AI Pro? You have hot pink candles. You know that there's still data, very rich, strong data to the downside. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, another down confidence arrow. Absolutely love seeing that. Okay, man, it needs to punch through this level. Okay, there you go. Now we're finally in the pause. Beautiful. Again, these are 30-second candles. So we're really in the minutia here. Ooh, I'm back to my A plus setup, by the way. Back to my A plus setup. Very love that. There we go. Now we're up $290. Okay, we're up $290. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Okay, another candle. This is how Fridays are, guys. It's like, come on, move, would you? Okay, getting a little retracement here. Now a gray candle. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. So look, this was 30 seconds of price action. I need you to know that. That's a gray indecision candle. It's only 30 seconds. So literally, that's beautiful. But we're going for $1,000 or more or bust. So if we make $660 here, I'm going to consider it a loss if we come back up. We'll still be profitable on the week though. I can't say that enough. Okay. So you're back to your A plus setup. There you go. There's your $1,000. Beautiful. $1,210. Unbelievable. See where this goes. 1850. This thing's still going. A plus setup. Oh my gosh. This thing's still going. 2420. Very little drawdown. Look at this thing. Holy smokes. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. 2,500 bucks, guys. 2,500 bucks. A plus setup. Just using the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Not even paying attention to our levels, which Tuesday we would have gotten saved there. So absolute banger of a Friday. All right, so back to the trading week. Let's do a quick little recap. And we were just taking blind trades from the Ultimate Trading Assistant. So we're trading NQ. We did 2 contracts. We were trading starting in the afternoon per a lot of your all's request that you guys emailed in. We were looking to make at least $1,000 and we were risking $1,000. And here's how we did. Monday, we made $1,000. Let's go. We made $1,000. Tuesday, we gave it back, okay? We probably could have been saved by price action, and we were profitable, so I don't want that to be lost on anybody. It's not like we just dumped and took $1,000. We were up $300-400 bucks, but doesn't matter. We were $1,000 or bust taking blind trades from the Ultimate Trading Assistant, so we gave it back, so we were at pretty much zero there for the week. Wednesday, we made $1,220. Thursday, we made $1,690. And then Fridays, what a banger, $2,500. Absolute clear vision. So for a total on the week of $5,410 trading just 2 contracts of NQ. Absolute banger. So listen, folks, if you want clear vision on your charts, to me, this is clear vision. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Sell signal, tons of down confidence arrows. The bears were in control for almost all of it except for 2 candles. This would have been a total of 1 minute in time. These are 30-second candles. Maverick Radar giving you these A plus setups. Then you just confirm it with what you're seeing on the chart. And look at this thing. This thing went for $2,500. $2,500 just on 2 contracts. All 5 traders. Imagine being in the room with 5 other traders all voting every single tick. Man, that's like, this is edge. This to me is clear vision. So listen, if you want clear vision, if you want that edge in the market, again, not financial advice, do your own research. Like I always say, nothing's ever guaranteed in the markets. By God, anybody can tweet anything at any time, send the markets crazy. But man, we're having fun with these tools. And I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. We had such a good week of you guys passing evals, some of you guys getting payouts. It was such an amazing week. Couldn't be prouder of you guys. So many of you guys did better than me. I mean, you guys just crushed it using these indicators. Couldn't be prouder. And this Maverick Radar, that is the Ultimate Trading Assistant, is a game changer. And by the way, just so you know, if you don't have the Maverick Radar right now, which comes in the Ultimate Edge bundle, the price will be going up soon. I just don't want anybody to be surprised by that. So I would grab it now because it is a crazy steal. I mean, the Ultimate Edge bundle comes with 10 indicators. It literally averages out to less than $70 an indicator. No one's doing something like that, not that I know of. So listen, if you want edge in the market, if you want clear vision, if you want to crush this year of trading, again, not financial advice, do your research, come read what our traders are saying, come check us out. It's free to look, all right? Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.